create simple meals. So today we're going to do, y'all done had salmon patties, but I'm going to put a little twist on it, and we're going to make it into a burger. So we're going to do some salmon patties, but instead of buying teriyaki from the store, we're going to make the teriyaki fresh here. So we're going to do some salmon patties real quick. Hope you guys enjoy it. But while we're getting here, setting up and getting everything, I'll tell you the list. Please don't forget to click that like button, click that share button. Please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. Okay, so first we're going to do this teriyaki. So the teriyaki is a cup of water, a quarter cup of soy sauce, 5 teaspoons of brown sugar, a tablespoon of honey, about a half a teaspoon of ginger, about a quarter teaspoon of garlic, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to make a slurry, and we're going to cook that down for about 5 minutes or so. So let's get started with that. Let me grab me some water. I'll leave that in the cup in there. I use this one. We're going to put first a cup of water. And this should make about 12 servings or so. So a little bit, a cup of water. Turn this on. We're going to add to that about, as I say, a quarter cup of soy sauce. We're going to add 5 tablespoons, get on in there, of brown sugar. Make sure that's empty. About a half a teaspoon of ginger. We're going to put about a quarter teaspoon of garlic and roughly half of, what's this? About a tablespoon of honey. We're basically going to let that warm up a little bit. And while that's warming up, I'm going to start making my slurry so we can actually thicken this up. So let that come to a nice warm. While we're doing that, you actually going to need cold water to do this. So about a quarter cup of cold water, ice cold water. And you're going to use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And that we're just going to make a nice little slurry with. We can get all this out of our way for the time being. All right. Again, if you're just now tuning in, today we're going to do some salmon burgers. It's basically a salmon croquette with a little teriyaki sauce that we're making right now. Got this slurry all mixed. As soon as that comes to a simmer, we're going to go ahead and mix that in. Again, folks, if you're just now tuning in, please remember to follow us, click that like button, click that share button, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, please give your comments and feedback. They are very, very much appreciated. I go and read every last one of them. I promise you. All right, this is now simmering. Just going to pour this slurry in here. And we're going to let this cook down for about 5 to 7 minutes. Actually, may not do that. One thing I've learned about this, I know y'all heard me talk about it before, and if you're on my Facebook, it's in my feeds. These induction burners work wonders. You see how fast that done cooked up? I said 5 to 7 minutes. That was a 5 to 7 minute lie, because that was more like 5 to 7 seconds. Now I can tell you right now, on a traditional stove, it will not happen that fast. But these induction burners and these stainless steel pots definitely hold heats a whole lot better, and it also heats up a whole lot faster. I'm gonna thin this out some. Just a tad bit of water. Ooh, turn that down some too. My daughter ain't a big fan of thick sauces. All right. Let me give this a taste. And that's it, folks. That's the teriyaki. I'm about to start figuring out some things to do. These shows going a little bit too fast, but that's basically it. That's your teriyaki sauce in a nutshell. So we're going to turn this off, get it out of our way for a minute, and we're going to move on to the star of the show. So as I said again, we're doing salmon patties. So I'm quite sure a good majority of you have done some form of salmon patties. Nothing majorly different about these. But basically, you're going to take you a can of salmon, about 14.5 ounce can of salmon. And you're going to want to mix those up. Get all them chunks kind of just mixed up. Now, some folks like to remove the skin. Some folks remove the bones. But this stuff has been pressure cooked to hell and back. These bones are very brittle. I personally kind of like the taste of the bones. But if that's not your thing, please feel free to go ahead and take them bones out. After we move that on down, what we're going to add into here is a little bit of, actually, no, a little wonder tool. We're going to add in some minced garlic, maybe about a tablespoon or so of minced garlic. If this looks like it's more than tablespoons, because I'm feeding more than the recipe calls for it. Now, mayonnaise, because I know some of y'all is gonna really have a hissy fit on mayonnaise. I'm using mayonnaise for a reason. You can use eggs. The reason I'm using mayonnaise is because oftentimes I have so much mixture left that I didn't cook it all, and I'm real hesitant about putting eggs, raw eggs mixed in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna use mayonnaise. You don't have to use that. You can use panko, but mayonnaise you ain't gonna taste it. But I know some of y'all just don't like mayonnaise. All right, a little bit of mayonnaise. I'm adding capers. These are optional, but about a tablespoon or so of some capers and some panko breadcrumbs. I know I'm gonna need some more of them already. Get this out my way. And some diced onions and bell peppers. Some folks use celery. Tell you why I didn't do celery. Main reason, I didn't want to. Second reason, I just didn't feel like chopping it up. We're going to mix this all up. Now you can use, if you want to be more refined, you can use a spoon, but I find getting your hands in there, get it mixed a whole lot better. And then we're going to add just a little bit of flour to bind this together. Okay, again, folks, as always, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy and Self-Lodge Planner. So the Self-Employed Tax Guy, I'm kind of proud of this brother. He just started his company. It's his first year, not his first year in taxes. He's been in taxes over a decade or so. But it's his first year completing his tax season, completely independent on his own. He also has a YouTube channel that I think you should follow, especially if you are an entrepreneur, own your own business, or thinking about owning your own business. He has a wealth of knowledge that I'm quite sure you would find pretty useful. And also to Self-Lodge Planning. So we haven't got off punishment yet, but once we do, please hit up Self-Lodge Planning for all your group and individual travel needs. All right, now that this is all mixed up, we're going to add a little bit of Creole season, or you can add some Old Bay. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have to taste this right now just to see if I need to add some more Old Bay or not to it. Yep. What else? Not Old Bay. I'm going to add a little more Creole season to it. Again, your mileage may vary, but I want a little bit more in there. So mix that up. Now, tell you something. If you hold it together like this and it's sticking, you really ain't got to add much more to it. But I'm gonna add this flour because I'm doing a whole lot, and then I'm gonna grab me a ice cream scooper so I can mix this. Start forming these into balls. You just want to get that in there. And as you see, you form it to a ball, it sticks. All right, and that's what you want. You want it to stick so you can actually make your patties. I'm gonna cover this up with a plate real quick and get this griddle started. And now I'm gonna make me a drink. Where is my lighter? 1 second. There we go. Y'all shouldn't have seen that, but that's what happens when you let gas build up. All right, add me a little bit more panko to this bowl, because now this is the other part that's optional. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna roll these balls in some additional panko, just because I think that'll be a nice little flavor to it. All right, while we doing that, let me make me a quick drink. And so, as I mentioned last week's show, good friend of mine subscribed me to Rob Vices, and they sent me this rum. So I'm gonna make a nice little mojito with this this rum mix. It's called 10 to 1, or not 10 to 1. It's called 10 to 1. So 10 to 1, the name is derived from the 10, I guess, countries or federations that make up the Caribbean. I learned that by reading on the back of the bottle. So we're gonna make me a quick little mojito real quick. Now I'm gonna do something unique. So my wife is on this low carb kick again, so we can't use sugar in this mojito. So what we gonna do, put a little lime in here. What we gonna do is, instead of a tablespoon of sugar, we're gonna put some this equal stuff in here. See how that works. For you low carb and keto fanatics, gonna take me a couple of pieces of mint. About 10 or so leaves of this mint. Put that in there. That'd be where that little muddling to. Put another little piece of lemon in there. I normally don't do drinks, but I said, you know what? Let's do something different today. Put some ice in this thing. And we're gonna shake it up. Now, I ain't gonna make it too strong. I know the wife don't really like strong drinks like that. Get our glasses ready. In the meantime, is that griddle ready just yet? Get some squeeze bottle of oil. That olive oil. All right, and we're gonna put in just y'all don't tell her. I'll make this a little bit stronger than I lied and said I was. You know, you watch them shows when the bartending shows, and they be on. Yeah, we're not doing all that. That's right. In the meantime, I add some oil to this griddle. I think I cheated you. Oh, there we go. And we're gonna top this off. Oh, so I was talking to a friend of mine at work today, and she said they got this coconut sparkling water. I wish I could have found it to top these off, but I ain't gonna make these all nice and pretty. Cause I like to drink, not decorate. Here you go. Hey, that's not bad with that fake sugar in it. You like it? Like it? Man, found you a drink. All right, let's get back to the show and start on these salmon balls. Salmon patties. We're going to make them into balls. That's why I had balls in my head. You're going to make these into... Oh, yeah, that's nice. Turn this down just a tad. You're going to make these into about tennis-sized balls. The easiest way I found is to use an ice cream scoop. You can use your hands, but they're not uniform. And for those of you caterers out there, or you cook for a crowd, you're trying to maximize, get you an ice cream scooper, because trust me, you can guesstimate better. Now, as I said before, I'm going to take these, I'm going to roll these in some additional panko. I'm sweating like somebody chasing me. Yeah, so about tennis-sized ball. Roll them in some additional panko breadcrumbs. I'm gonna do about 4 of these. And then once it's done, we're gonna cook them about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. So again, if you just now tuning in to us, we are making some salmon burgers, which is basically a salmon croquet. We've already made a teriyaki glaze from scratch. So we took a cup of water, we took about a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 5 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, a tablespoon of honey. Don't you lose it in there. About a 1/4 teaspoon of some garlic, and then we took some cornstarch, 1/4 cup of cold water, ice cold water, and about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. We mixed that together to make a slurry and heated that up, cooked it down. On a regular stove, it's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes. Now for the salmon patties, we have a can of already, canned salmon. Took a 1/2 chopped onion, some bell peppers, 1/2 tablespoon of some capers. That's optional, but I like the flavor of them. Tablespoon of minced garlic, a teaspoon of Old Bay, or you can use Creole season. I used a 1/2 tablespoon of mayo. I explained earlier because I may not use all this, and I don't want to just sit out. I don't like raw egg in there. A tablespoon of flour to combine it all together. If you want to use egg instead, just take your 2 eggs, beat them up lightly, and mix that in there. Give you the same effect. We put this out of our way, and we're going to get to the grilling. When you're in love, the whole world is with you. All right. So, we have our salmon up. We're going to move over to this grill here. Now, if you don't have a griddle, or you don't want to use a griddle, this is perfectly fine in a pan. But I love this griddle. Y'all look at my feed, y'all see the name in there, but they don't pay me yet. All right, so you get your griddle nice and hot, about medium heat. You're gonna take your salmon, and the reason I put it into a ball, because what we're gonna do now is after we put them on there, we're gonna smash them down. And you just simply smash a 1, smash a 2, smash a 3, smash a 4. And there we have it. I'm going to start cleaning up for a minute, but again, please remember while we sitting here straightening up some, please remember to click that like button, click that share button, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, and please, please, please subscribe to us on YouTube. We push this show to several platforms to make it easier for you to find us. Also, give us your comments, your thoughts, your criticism. Trust me, I take it all in and I try to address every last comment. And also I incorporate some of your cooking ideas into the show. I got a couple ideas sent to me that's coming up soon. And as always, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy and Self-Lodge Planner. So for all your business tax needs and even your business development, please hit up the Self-Employed Tax Guy. Find him on YouTube as well. He has a very, very unique channel that I think you'll find very informational. And then once we get off quarantine punishment, please hit up Self-Lodge Planner for all your group and individual travel needs. If you are just now joining us, we are, what do I do with that spatula? We are doing salmon burgers, and we're doing, we made a teriyaki glaze. So the teriyaki glaze was a cup of water, some soy sauce, brown sugar, tablespoon of honey, some ginger, garlic, cornstarch. We heated that up, added in a slurry of cornstarch and cold water, let that thicken up, and there you have it. For the salmon, we used some canned salmon. We meshed it up, put in some chopped onions, bell peppers. I use capers. That's optional if you don't like that. A little bit of minced garlic, some Old Bay or Creole seasoning, mayo, and flour to bind it. However, if you don't like mayo, if that's just not your thing, then you can mix up 2 eggs, and that'll help bind it as well. For the drink, it ain't on the show, but basically you take some mint leaves, some lime juice, 2 tablespoons of sugar, cup of ice, put that in a shaker, muddle it together, shake it up with some ice and about an ounce and a half of rum, and pour that over some ice, and then you have your nice, refreshing summer drink. Let me know if y'all want me to add more drink recipes on the show. It ain't something I'm the best at, but I'm willing to try it. When flipping these salmon patties, be very careful, because even with the binding, salmon is delicate. It will break apart. And if y'all out there listening, shout me out a question too, because we got about 10 more minutes and I'm going to be drinking while I'm thinking. Look up this sauce too while I'm at it. Yeah, that's nice and thick. They don't usually come together that fast. I'm gonna have to put an induction burner in the house too. I was kind of impressed with that.
Aunt Jean watching.
Hey, Aunt Jean. Thanks for tuning in. I know we haven't been live in a while. We've been doing pre-recorded shows because last month was a lot of desserts, and it's kind of hard to do a dessert show live. It takes too long.
Chris watching.
Hey, Chris, I got your call, buddy, but I was going live. As soon as you hit me up, I'll hit you back. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll give you a call. 7-Point Tax Guy. Hey, put up your YouTube channel information. If you have that link, put that YouTube channel information up. I'm telling you, I've been watching this guy's show every Friday, and I'm learning a whole lot watching it. And I'm not just saying that because he does my taxes. I'm saying because the show is actually good. All right, let's flip these over. Uh-oh, come on now. I knew that was going to break apart. Get this one in there. You better not break apart. There we go. We almost done here, folks. Let me grab me some buns. Start toasting them off. I ain't gonna toast everybody right now. I'm just gonna toast the one. They can get theirs in a minute. Again, if you just now tuned in, today we did do some salmon patties. The salmon was a can of salmon, some chopped onions, bell peppers. I used about half tablespoon or so of capers, some minced garlic, Old Bay or Creole season. Use mayonnaise and flour to bind it. If that's not your thing, you can also just use 2 eggs. For the teriyaki sauce, we did a cup of water, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 5 teaspoons of brown sugar, a tablespoon of honey, about a 1/2 teaspoon or so of ginger, quarter teaspoon of some garlic powder, and then we let that heat up, and then we added that slurry of 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and some ice cold water. Mix that up. You put it in the pan, let that thicken up. It normally takes about 5 to 7 minutes. As we're done with these, we're going to start getting ready to make these burgers up. Oh, also, I keep forgetting to say it, even on there. For the salmon, we also added some panko breadcrumbs. So I rolled mine in panko afterwards because I wanted a nice crispy texture. But if you're trying to watch your carb count, by all means, omit that step. Mojitos is good and all, but I'm not no mixed drink type person. Man, you want another one? What? Aw, shucks. I might get lucky tonight. All right, hold on. As soon as I get done with these burgers, I'll make you another.
Sean Simmons says, can we name John Chef JP?
Yeah. I ain't got no paper saying I'm a chef, but I'll take the compliment. All right, folks. That's the salmon. I'm going to go ahead and, because I ain't going to bore y'all all day with this because my wife wants another drink. And I want to eat. So let me go and grill these buns off real quick. Grab me some butter lettuce. Now I'm going to tell you folks, I'm probably going to tell y'all this every week because I've been noticing there's a lot of crap that's missing in the store. So I went to, believe it or not, 3 damn stores today trying to find mint just to make some mojitos. Last week I had to go to 3 or 4 different stores trying to find some other ingredient. Cucumbers. Only time I can find them if they're organic. So this pandemic stuff, not to get off topic, but this pandemic stuff is real. It's starting to cut up into everybody's resources. So for those of you out there that's hoarding, stop that shit. It's enough of that. Just stop. All that hoarding toilet paper and everything else is getting old. You don't need that much toilet paper. Grab you a pack of 2 and keep it moving. And for those of you out there that's selling Lysol for $15 a can, shame on you. I'm dead serious on that one. Shame on you. That don't make no damn sense to price gouge like that. Not to mention it's illegal. 10% is the most you can increase on the pandemic. All right, I'm done with that rant. But I was pissed off by that. All right. See how these buns look? Get them nice and toasty. I said I wasn't going to do too much political stuff or any at all. But every now and again, somebody got to say something. All right, folks. So, now for my lettuce, I'm using butter lettuce because, well, hell, why not? Butter lettuce is good. Grab some butter lettuce. Put that on there. We're going to grab one of these salmon patties. Don't you break up on me. I know you're going to. That gummit. There we go. Butter lettuce. To that, this homemade teriyaki sauce. Now, sticking with the theme of creating for meals, you can always go to the store and get you some Panda Express teriyaki sauce. But as you see, it's real simple. And if you like me, you buy teriyaki sauce and it sits in your refrigerator for damn near 4 months and you gotta throw it away, this come real easy. Let's put us just a little bit of this on here. I was gonna do grilled pineapples as well, but I didn't. See how this look here. All right, it's not as pretty as my cover shot picture, but there you have it, folks. A real simple meal. Let's do a little taste test. Put these away for now. Turn this off. Let's do a little taste test. Now, you ain't never met a chef on TV that's gonna sit there and say his crap is nasty, even though I have a couple of episodes where I did. but real good. The fish is light. It's not too heavy. So if you're trying to stay away from too much fat and oil, this is the way to go. That little bit of mayonnaise ain't gonna kill you. If you don't want to use mayonnaise, you can also use, if you want to even cut more cholesterol out, use some Dijon mustard. That'll bind just as well. A little bit of flour. It's not too salty. One of the reasons is because we use very little of that Creole season. We only use a teaspoon or so. Reason I did that is because that those capers actually have enough salt into it that's gonna flavor it. Now you might like yours a little bit salty, a little bit less, but for me this is pretty good. That butter lettuce is on point. I would have loved to have had a grilled pineapple on here, but damn it, I wasn't going back to the store. So just to recap, we did the teriyaki sauce, which was a cup of water. Who that? Oh, we had a cup of water, some soy sauce, brown sugar, honey, ginger, garlic, cornstarch slurry. We heated that up, made a real quick and simple teriyaki sauce. That's enough for about 12 servings. Cut it in half. You don't need that many. For the salmon patties, we use canned salmon, some chopped onions, bell peppers. I use capers. You don't have to. Some minced garlic, Old Bay or Creole season, your choice. Half a teaspoon of mayo and a tablespoon of flour. Or if that's not your thing, you can also just mix up 2 eggs. Put that all together, roll it in some panko, grill it off real quick, and there you have it. Don't forget to click that like button. Don't forget to follow. Please share us. Give me your comments, your thoughts, your criticism. I'm reading every last one of them. Until next time, remember, when it comes to cooking, there are absolutely, positively only 3 rules I think we have. You must have a passion. You must have patience. And you absolutely must be willing to practice. See you next week when we'll be practicing again right here on Create Simple Meals.